it's not flat. Okay, it's not flat.
A lot of you question whether or not I'm here for truth. Question if I was a real flat earther or not. Well, the reality of it is there are no flat earthers. There are only globe deniers. Every flat earth evidence really is just a globe phenomenon, explained by the globe. Don't you see that? See, I'm still here for truth. Now there are certain people in my way. What is up, party people? Alright, so have nothing planned. Just want to see what would happen with the open panel, open topic. And then that way we can just see where it goes. Before I do that, though, let me say what's up to everyone. Starting at the bottom of the list. What's up, Zep? What is up, Himarari77? Welcome. What up, Jose? Great stream today. Great stream. What up, Daylight, Ohio? What up, Sean Smith? Excuse me. What up, Farmer's Boy? What is up, Bacon, aka TNT/BG? What's up, Hannah? How you doing? Let me see who else. Going up the list. What's up, GPS? What's up, Militant Manny? What up, Fred? What up, Dr. Zarkov? Let me see. What up, Citizen9? What's up, number 6? What's up, Spirita? What's up, Gary? Thanks for hitting that thumbs down. And what's up, B-Ball? What's up, RT96? And what is up, Wolfgang? Okay, so, like I said, nothing really too planned. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link out there for you guys. Let me see. Yeah, and I want to say, I actually had a really good time talking to Good Servant. Good guy's a good dude. I could tell it's not one of those situations that you'll ever have to worry about getting super personal. But yeah, like he was a good guest. He's someone you can talk to. Whether or not he's savable, I don't know. That was the first time I even heard him. But at the same time, yeah, he didn't seem like he was against trying to learn something. So that's cool. It's good that he was joining the panel. I got to actually have a conversation with him. For the others, though, Chris, that's weird. Raquel Life it was good to hear him. I've talked to him a lot in chats, but never heard him. So it's good to hear his point of view. I think they're actually still over at Jose's after stream hangout, still going at it, him and Stingray. I'm not really sure what was going on. I left a little while ago. And thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. Yeah, but other than that, let's see where this goes. I'm not on the right area. So if you are trying to join, I apologize it took so long. What's up, farmers? Wait, time out. I gotta do the sound thing. I keep forgetting to do my sound. I got to make sure this isn't the one with the echo too. Hang on. Can you hear me? Nope, wrong one. Hang on, wrong one. All right, now there's no echo, and I'm sure you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. My apologies.
That was a good start.
So, like, what happens is I figured out with the Google Hangouts a way not to hear the bell while being able to share the tile screens, because I don't have tiles on. For some reason, I still don't have tiles on my main account. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, that the tile layout. I don't have that, so I have to use my other Hangout to do it so that people can get that effect. So I always forget which. Yeah, so I always forget which one I have my mic settings set correctly to, and I figured it out now.
Well, I've just noticed that I have yet again lost the ability to share a screen or anything.
Yeah, so I guess it's
doing that a lot at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I go out and come back in, it usually comes back. But I've just noticed. I went down and had a look. Yep, it's gone again.
Yeah, that's weird. It happened to me on Jose's. I was like, all right, ready to share. And all of a sudden it was just like, nope, not sharing here.
I noticed it the other day when we had Fight the Flat Earth and Brian's Logic. Brian said, oh, I can't share anything. And then Craig said, I can't share anything. And I went down and looked and said, no, neither can I.
Yeah, it's part of the meat's little try at fixing things.
Yeah. And of course, everybody's going, it's down there. And I go, I know where it should be.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everyone did get the see my upload that I put into how to share with the tabs now. So the whole audio situation is better. But this whole, the present thing not even being there, I don't even know. I can only chop it up to Google Meets trying to do upgrades and effing up at something.
Well, I've also noticed the last couple of times that I've been Google Meets and I've tried to share something, as soon as I click on a picture to share, Chrome just shuts down completely.
Yeah, so that's been another one.
I've given up on that. I mean, I've usually got I've got two separate Google Chromes running on each screen. They've got multiple tabs on, and you go to share a picture and gone.
Yeah,
the whole bloody lot.
The whole thing.
Yep.
And to make matters worse, I'm actually down a screen, so I feel like super handicapped right now.
Oh, yeah. If I'm downstairs in the kitchen, I'm just using my laptop. Obviously, I've just got one screen, and it's like I'll quite often watch a video over breakfast and then think, right, come on, get upstairs on the proper computer.
Yeah, it's, man, the pain I feel with this whole screen thing is really bad. You know, I'm trying to turn things off. It's super weird because without my and I feel retarded saying without my fourth screen, I just feel so handicapped. I usually have a screen for everything, and now I have to actually share a couple screens with stuff. It's so terrible. I don't even know what to do.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I've only got two, but I've only got room for two, so I'm not going to even try plugging any more in because my desk, the desk I got from IKEA isn't big enough to put anything else on. So two does it. I just couldn't operate on one. It's just.
Well, see, that's what it used to be for me. But 401 seemed just not enough. So I got two. And it was like, wait, I could do three? And I was like, wait, I could do four? And then I effed up and got a second GPU. And I was like, oh, shit, I can go five. Now, five screens, okay, it's a little much. Mainly because the fifth one was my TV above me. And I always had like a crooked neck looking up at it. And I was like, okay, I don't need that. And it took me 3 times as long to get to stuff because I had to go through all the desktops to get to somewhere. Right. It was ridiculous.
I could put some on the shelf, but it's far too high.
Yeah.
That'd be silly.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and I will address this because a lot of people have been asking me about this. What is the problem that me and Rumpus have? And I will make it very clear. And I guarantee you, not one person will disagree, and not one person will not get why I got a problem with him. Here we go. Okay, so I've always said, Rumpus is one of the smartest people we have in this community.
Yes.
Problem is he has zero people skills.
Correct.
What ends up happening is that whether you're on the globe or the flat earth side, all you hear is Rumpus doing his stupid, utter moron shit. And it's just blah, blah, blah. And the information that he puts out basically gets swept under the rug due to his attitude. Now, Rumpus does not like me because I am not Rumpus. That's pretty much what it is. Now, this all started when the Horizon topic came up in the community. And something I heard out of his mouth and George's mouth was that the Horizon was a physical location. And I instantly jumped on it. And they're upset. Well, George clarified it. Rumpus, on the other hand, still spouts that it's a physical location. Why? I have no fucking clue. But his big problem is that I called him out on that. Other than that, he likes to call me the dumbest person, say that I'm always wrong, and say that I'm just a moron. And here's the thing, he's right. I am. But here's the thing, I'm also humble in me being wrong. I'll admit it when I'm wrong. I'll admit I don't know shit. I'll admit I'm learning. I'll admit, and also you can go back into the archives and look and see that my arguments are steadily progressing to being better. And I understand that that's what's happening. I'm not walking around acting as if I'm God's gift to the fucking minds of all Earth. But someone does. And his name will remain nameless. I mean Rumpus. And everyone knows it. The thing that Rumpus hates the most is that I let him know this. Rumpus, you are a fucking joke, and everyone thinks you are a joke. Why? Not because you're stupid. Not because you come with wrong information. It's that you literally have no idea how to talk to anyone at all. And when this is explained to you, you get defensive and you talk shit like you do to me. I have stated many times, again, Rumpus is one of the smartest people we got around here. He just has no fucking clue how to say anything to anyone without being an asshole. And that's how it is.
I think I've said this to Rumpus before. I think he lacks a certain self-awareness. He is very clever, but he doesn't have the communication skills to get it across to. And if you look at the intended audience, there's no point going into finite detail as he tends to do. Slightly sort of broader brushstrokes of what he's trying to get across. But it's like trying to teach somebody by constantly hammering their head into the desk and saying, "Why don't you understand?" It's not going to work. And it doesn't work.
And I know,
but it's a shame because he knows his stuff, but he can't get it across.
Exactly. And again, there's no doubt in my mind that he's way smarter than I am. No doubt. The problem is what the hell is the use of it if you can't communicate? And that's the thing. Yeah. Again, I know I'm wrong all the time, but I also can admit that, apologize, and move on. Rumpus can't. Rumpus can't at all. And that's why Rumpus is the only panel Rumpus goes to is Ranties now. Because people got sick of hearing him be an utter broken record.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with it. I saw someone even say, "Hey, you and Rumpus would be an awesome team. His smarts, your people skills." I'm like, yeah, but the problem is Rumpus will never let that ego down. Rumpus will never change. Rumpus will always stay Rumpus until Rumpus's attitude makes him fizzle away until no one hears from him anymore.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And it is a bit of a shame because, like I said, he clearly knows an awful lot. But if you can't get your point across clearly and succinctly, and you're just going to lose your rag in 3 seconds flat and do what he does, then it's wasted.
Yeah, and now this new thing that Rumpus does where he goes, if he hears me in a panel and he just starts talking shit from the chat, I think Rumpus knows he's useless. Again, he's only useless because of his attitude. That's it. That's the only reason. And he's the one who gives flat. Like, George should be talking to Rumpus. Rumpus, because of the way he communicates, whether it's great knowledge or not, flat earthers don't hear a damn bit of it because all he does is talk shit. And he says things that he thinks are the correct way of saying it. And here's the thing. If someone tries to correct him so he says it better, he attacks. And he attacked me. And that's why he talks shit every time he hears me on a panel. The funny part is I'm not saying anything that not every single person in this community has agreed upon. When I say Rumpus is smart, everyone knows that. When I say the problem is his attitude, everyone agrees with it. No one wants to hear it. No one listens to him because of it. You become a bitter person when you realize, oh shit, I'm the problem. And that's why he's so bitter.
Yeah.
So hopefully that answered the question to what the hell is going on with me and Rumpus. That is what's going on. So whatever he says, look at it, laugh, and enjoy, because realize that he's literally just bitter for no reason. And the horizon isn't a physical location. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what they think, say, or try to say. We are always talking about observations. Therefore, the geometric horizon is not a thing.
Geometry gives us the horizon. It gives us an horizon. And the horizon's always apparent when you're looking at a tangent across a curved surface. Geometry gives us that, but refraction actually gives us what we see.
Exactly. And there's a difference between the geometric horizon and geometry. Okay? People out there, there's a difference. So when you hear someone talk about the geometry of understanding how to calculate where things are and all that kind of blah, 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 they're not saying the horizon is geometric. We're not looking at the geometric horizon. There's a difference. You got to listen to what's being said. You can't just jump at the bits when you hear a half a word. That's the reality of it.
Well, there's only one place that I know of that you can actually see a geometric horizon.
Where would that be?
That would be the moon. Well, there's no atmosphere, so there's no refraction.
Well, there is lack of atmosphere. There's something
okay,
there.
If you want to put it that way,
Let's really get technical with it. The moon has an atmosphere. It just ain't shit compared to Earth.
It's got the odd molecule of hydrogen every now and then.
Yep, but it ain't shit to talk about.
Correct. So, for all practical purposes, there is no atmosphere. It's negligible. Yeah.
Yes,
but
exactly.
And people say, "Oh, what is the horizon? Is it the edge?" Then, well, no. This is the whole problem. You can't have an edge on a sphere. There are no edges. That's why all horizons are apparent, because you are looking at a tangent to a tangent across a curved surface. Oh. It's very simple.
And that was actually a really good segue, because I've been asking myself and reminding myself to ask this to flat earthers. Granted, every flat earther I've asked has actually heard it and then ran. I haven't even got a try of an explanation for this. Here it is. If gravity is not real, and we live on a flat earth, and we don't live on a dome, well, how is the atmosphere here? What keeps it from spilling over the sides, for instance? Because then what that does is it actually literally makes a flat earther realize you either live on a flat earth, or you live on a globe, or you live on a flat earth that has to have a dome.
Yeah, if you take away gravity being the reason why we have an atmosphere and a gradient and all the rest of it, if you remove that completely, you need something to hold the atmosphere in. You need this,
and it could be a container,
firmament, whatever you want to call it.
And I was thinking about that. Okay, well, if that means it's the like for instance the ice wall. Okay, if there's an ice wall, okay, but then you would have to explain why we don't see that ice wall, because that ice wall would have to be at the very least 50, 60,000 feet, because we fly planes up that high.
Yeah.
And then what's above it that keeps that from, going away? I don't even know how to ask that question, but it literally just doesn't make much sense. It's one of those things that it really forces you to really question what you think is going on.
Yeah, it just leads to too many questions. If the Earth is flat and it's under a dome, then that really does imply that it's circular in plan, and that does imply that the Antarctica goes all the way around the edge. So, and then they say, well, we can't get close enough. Nobody's allowed to go to Antarctica, although we know that's bollocks.
So
surely people get close enough with a high enough magnification telescope or something to be able to see the ice wall and the interface between the ice wall and the dome that must be sitting on it, and blah 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 blah.
okay, so Gleam
Nobody's ever done that.
has a reason. Gleam says it's Earth's electrostatic field. The gradient of air pressure in the altitude as the electrostatic field, so all held by electrostatics. Something
That was just about what I was going to say.
But is that the case?
Oh yeah, didn't you check the electric universe? Everything is caused by electricity.
Yeah. That was a good video by Professor
Okay,
Dave,
so
by
it
the way,
says
if you've not seen it.
So for my clarification, I went and Google searched electrostatic. It says electrostatic is the study of electromagnetic phenomena that occur when there are no moving charges, i.e. after a static equilibrium has been established, charges reach their equilibrium position rapidly because of the electroforce extremely strong. Okay, so then we're talking electromagnetic phenomena, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that's the point. I guess this would be to Gleam and Lori. Then why, and I kind of actually said something on Jose's. So then why would, if we had two metal balls, spheres, that were of different weights, would they have the same rate of fall?
Since Gleam is not on the panel, I'm going to have to speak up.
Yeah.
I don't have a fucking clue. Sorry.
Good answer. Thanks for, at least you didn't try to BS your way through one. But yeah, Gleam, that'd be my question, because I kind of started looking into it, as in people, I've been hearing a lot about it. Also, everyone will love this, because if you haven't noticed, I've been doing some more Feynman uploads. Well, I got probably another 7 hours worth to upload. So get ready. It's going to be what I'm into again. And he was talking about, quantum dynamics and all that kind of stuff, and what makes up these properties and blah. It's really mind numbing. I have to watch him like 3 or 4 times to get even a half a grip of what's going on. Gleam says, just the same as when you lift an elephant and a feather 1 millimeter above the surface, is there going to be a major difference? I don't know how to even answer that question, Gleam.
Difference in what?
It just says, just the same as when you lift an elephant and feather 1 millimeter above the ground, above the surface. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what if we lift those same objects 10 meters above the surface of the earth? Will the rate of fall be the same? Yeah, I mean, that's putting it an inch above the ground makes no sense. That doesn't give you any time for. Says Sean D. The point is, all objects will drop at the same rate as they are both under the same GPE. What's GPE?
Isn't that gravitational potential energy?
Isn't that still gravity?
Yeah.
The point is, all objects will drop. But see, the objects wouldn't drop at the same rate if it was electromagnetic, because then it would have magnetic properties, giving it more of a magnetic pull to the heavier object than the lighter object. Right? I'm not wrong in that. That's how it is.
Yeah. I'm no expert on. I'm a mechanical engineer. I deal with water and air.
He says, will all objects have terminal velocity?
In our atmosphere, yes.
Hmm? But that's also due to the air resistance upon it. So
correct. That's what generates the terminal velocity. When the resistance of the air is equal to the same as the accelerating force, you can't accelerate anymore. So you will accelerate until you hit terminal velocity, and you will not go any faster.
And
that's
again,
what happens because of air resistance.
Yeah, and again, I don't think that's under the same concept of what we're talking about. I think the question is the rate of fall. Yeah, we know everything does fall. We do know it has a terminal velocity, but the rate of that fall, in comparison to its density, does that change, or is it the same? WS says electromagnetics would increase in attraction as you get closer to the surface. So the speed of fall would not be constant. It would increase closer to the Earth. Okay, so electromagnetics, there wouldn't be a terminal velocity.
Well, I guess you could apply that and say that using that with the railgun, because the railgun continues to build up speed as you're pushing it through the coils, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how the railgun works, isn't it? It's using an electromagnetic field to fire the projectile instead of using good old-fashioned gunpowder. But once it's out of the barrel, that's it. Once it's left the barrel.
But if the electromagnetism was more powerful closer to the Earth, then you would accelerate faster, is what he's saying.
Yeah. You would have
but
to.
We don't observe that.
No,
Not
that
at
doesn't
all.
happen.
The rate of the fact that we do know it has a rate of 9.8. We know, because we know that, we can, in these observations, if it was electromagnetic, we wouldn't have that 9.8. We would have different rates of fall depending on, one, where you dropped it, two, the magnetic value that object has. All these things would vary. Whereas when we're looking at it as a gravity standpoint, they all calculate to the same 9.8. And that was the other thing I wanted to say too. It's not as if when we drop something, like for instance, out, like we're talking about in atmosphere, that we can just go, oh, 9.8. No, but we can calculate the the air resistance that is accumulated on its surfaces. We can calculate the rate of fall that it does have with that air. Damn, the words just ran away from my brain. We can calculate that with the air resistance that on the surface of that object, and it will all calculate out to the 9.8. These are things you're able to. That's how we know that this is a constant thing. It's not when you get closer to the surface, it's different. When you get 1,000 miles up, it's different. And their rates of falls. Wait, that was wrong. If you're 1,000 miles up, it does matter. But what I meant is it was supposed to be more precise because of what Gleam said. The 1 millimeter off the ground, and I said 10 meters. That's what I meant. So I do apologize for that because that was actually insanely wrong. There goes another humble moment, Rumpus. Okay, so that was a low blow. I had to do it though. But yeah, it's one of those things, because now I am starting to look more into this electromagnetic idea. Whether or not I'm gonna be looking into it from a EU standpoint, I don't think my brain's qualified to even try to determine its validity. I can only do case by case, and case by case so far, working with gravity, because I've talked to Grim. My bad, Gleam. I've talked to Grim, and he admits gravity is gravity, but it's not what we say it is. But I haven't had an opportunity to ask him that question either.
Have you watched Professor Dave's latest video?
Okay, Professor Dave. I feel like an asshole doing this. I'm worried about Professor Dave.
He did one of the best debunks of flat Earth ever, and that got Globebusters all up in arms. And he did a couple of videos about it. Well, he released one just the other day. It was either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember now, because God damn, do these days just blur at the moment.
Aaron, I'm sorry, Farmers.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Aaron. If you have anything to say about this 9.8, because I'm not going to have a chat with you, and you can come on the fucking panel and have this conversation, but I'm not going to do it in the chat. I did it with Gleam because I like Gleam, but I'm not going to do it with you. Go ahead, Farmers. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I really wish they would put all the channels you subscribe to in alphabetical fucking order.
They do.
Professor Dave explains. I'll put you the link to his latest one.
Oh, I'm confused. Here we go. That was the one from a long time ago, right? The one like this is recent.
The 1st of May.
Oh,
2 days ago.
yeah, that is recent. Okay, yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, you did see that one?
Yeah. I liked it. I could feel his snarkiness, and I know that I know I've been railing on people about this lately, but in his case, I think he's so new to this flat Earth thing. He's in that, wow, this is actually a topic area right now, and he doesn't know what to say, and some of the things are so obviously to him, but I like the dude. I think he's cool as shit. I actually, matter of fact, when he did the upload a long time ago, and Globebusters had it taken down, and all this shit happened, I was actually in contact with him back and forth, because I told him I was an ex-flat earther, and I thought he was a this and that part of the community, blah blah blah, and we were going back and forth and shit. I think once the Globebusters thing happened, though, it was one of those situations where it was like, he kind of didn't want anything to do with it, but like most, you run from it, and you may be gone for a month, but somehow you end up right back in the middle of it, and now he's back. And I think he's one of those situations where he could be one of those people that really, really can explain stuff to people brilliantly. Like, I think Professor Phil is smart as shit. I think I think the difference between teaching kids, this stuff, and talking to flat earthers about this stuff is so different to him that it's starting to become more of an entertainment than a information thing with him. And
he did say that he was used to speaking or teaching students, not children, but
that's what I meant.
Adult
I feel old, so
who are there to learn and who want to learn.
Yes.
And then he comes up against flat earthers who are pretty much exactly the opposite, and I think that comes with quite a culture shock to him.
Yes, the thing that I wish he would understand is, of the sea of a million assholes, there's always going to be one or two people out there that really need to hear that information, like myself. Like, for instance, and I can only use myself as an example. I would have been all about listening up until those points, and then I would have been like, oh, so now you're talking about flat earth cult. Well, I'm sorry, Professor Phil, but the globe has that same hierarchy. And I asked him, where do you lie in the globe cult? And he goes, on the outside. No, dude. You're here. You don't. No. You need to put it, because if flat earthers are on this hierarchy of cult leaders and blah 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 drones and all that shit, then he needs to understand that he needs to place himself on the globe side in that hierarchy, and that's the realization of it. If that's the way you think it is, you got to realize that's how it is on the globe side. Why? Because as far-fetched as everyone keeps claiming flat earth is, you all are still here arguing about it. And I like bitching now, so if you guys don't like it, I'm so sorry, but people keep triggering me to talk about this kind of shit. I'm not even going to talk about the Dr. Bob shit. As far as I'm concerned, it's settled itself. But like George came in today and wants to start talking shit. Like, why are you entertaining flat? The dude's over at Jose's right now entertaining flat Earth. Just so you understand, right now, like right this fucking second, he's talking to Raquel Life about it. Yeah.
You've come in to talk to flat earthers, and then you're criticising other people for talking to flat earthers.
And then, like Rumpus, he gets butthurt like Rumpus when I go, George, you're here, and he gets all butthurt and he starts talking crap. That's not what I meant. I was talking about this. No, George, you've done this before. We all know the script. We shouldn't entertain, and I've done it before too. So I am just as. Oops, God damn it, Rumpus. I keep getting humble. My bad. But and I've done it before too. But it's one of those things that like you really gotta realize that it's either you're going to entertain it or you have to leave. And trust me, I didn't entertain it for, I think it was 5 months, 4 or 5 months here. And literally the conversation doesn't have to stop. It's just I'm not going to entertain flat Earth. If you got a problem with science, we can talk about it. But that doesn't prove flat Earth. So the conversation never stopped here. The difference is now I just say flat Earth, and I'm willing to say flat Earth isn't real because I want to be part of the conversation. That's this realization of what it is. How am I'm not being fake? Why? Because I do it on the live streams and I make it very clear. I decided to start talking about flat Earth again. That's the beauty of it being my live stream. I could change, like, in an hour. I could be like, I don't ever want to talk flat Earth again. And that's just the way it will be. You know what I mean? It's like people keep acting as if it's this thing. I can say what I want. I can say this to everyone. If you have a problem with flat Earth to the point where you need to be personal and disrespectful, you need to look in the mirror and decide whether or not you should be here. That's just the realization of it. People don't like what I got to say. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. But that's as real as I can get. And I make everything I say in chats, everything I say on a voice in these little panels, the same as what I think in real life. I don't know about anybody else, but what you see here in me is what you get in person. That's just the way I work. I don't feel the need to. Yeah, I'm not going to talk shit to a bunch of people and be like, I'm going to beat you up. No, why? We're on the fucking internet, dude. like real shit. Like,
sit your ass down.
Yeah. Oh, that's like someone should be like walking around. Watch your back, bitch. You're in another country. What the fuck? Why? I don't have time for you. You're here.
That always cracked me up when that certain individual kept threatening me with physical violence. You're going to hop on a plane and fly over the Atlantic, knock yourself out, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's the best thing in the world when people get all internet internet tough guy. Yeah. Have a good one, Hamari. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. And every server, every little piece of the community has one of them. My favorite is Grim. Grim, oh my God. Like clockwork. Grim wants to meet up and beat you up, and he knows he'll beat you up. I've offered him many of times to come to Southern California. He lives in California. I told him to come to Southern California. I'm one of the people that can actually set up an octagon, and we can be in that octagon for hours if we wanted to. Anytime. Why? Because if I say, let's do something, I should have a place to do it and be willing to do it, not just say it. But that's how I work. I saw Gleam tagged me somewhere. Maybe I was wrong. I think I saw something else. Yeah, it's just this idea that things are the way they are is what is sit you, RT? He said Grim wants to beat you up in situ.
In situ. That usually means if something is in situ, it's there. It's where it is. It's
at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. And like I said, I fought for so long. The last thing in the world I care about doing is street fighting. Trust me, it's going to be in a cage. We're going to have gloves. It's going to have rules. I've done so much fighting in my life. I'm done fighting. And I don't fighting in the streets is dumb as it gets. I like getting in a fight and shaking your hand at the end of it. I don't want to fucking get handcuffed and be charged with potential murder.
Yeah, let's just have a look at what does in situ actually mean. In the original place.
And I've offered that to so many people. Hey guys, I am fully engulfed in MMA. I fight. I used to fight. I compete in jiu-jitsu, all this stuff. I'm like, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States. I mean, it has to be in the United States. I could find you a ring, a cage to spar it out with your hated rival at any day. Just let me know. I know gyms all over the United States that I have free will to go just straight to and train for hours on end and by myself if I want to. So putting that out there, it's fun.
When are we getting Shot G versus Right to Hand them?
And I would do it in a heartbeat. Oh my God. I don't think he's, it would go definitely different. When I watched Right to Hand spar Teresa, I think her name was. I don't know her. So I could tell that she she held back. She was playing defense the whole time. If I sparred with right hand, if I rolled with right hand, he would last maybe 4.5, 5 minutes with me. And that's being honest. If we were standing up and actually sparring, I don't know. I've never seen him strike before, so I wouldn't have a critique on that.
Please make it happen.
I don't think he would. I think he learned his lesson. It wasn't like he was like, hey, I just want to spar some girl. Like, he had to, like, talk mad shit about women fighters for that to happen.
Crazy thing to do.
And again, like I said, I watched that. I watched him roll with her. I probably watched that upload 30, 40 times. Literally, I like to watch jiu-jitsu matches and break them down and see where someone, because that's what I do, and I'm learning when I do that. And I can tell you right now, she played defense the whole time. She would do spurts of attack just to say, I gotcha, but she was letting go on purpose. That's the funny part. And it was only to say, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and what you said in your comments were bullshit. And she proved her point beautifully. Now, like I said, if he rolled with me, it would be a completely different outcome. It would have, first I wouldn't have lasted as long, but I would have been going at it with a different reason than she was. Now, I've been asked this: if I would have rolled with her myself, what would have happened? I can tell you right now, I have no fucking clue. What would probably happen is we'd probably end up rolling over a course of 20 minutes, and in those 20 minutes, we probably would have started over 10, 15 times. How many times would she have got me? Probably a lot. She's a higher belt than I am. But I am also at a level where I don't suck. Let's put it that way. I can put it this way. If Chris Barrier is here, he'd be able to understand what I'm saying. If I rolled against a black belt, an average black belt, I could last a few minutes. If you know jiu-jitsu, you know exactly what that means. But yeah, I'm no slouch. I'm definitely no slouch.
I wouldn't know. You're talking gobbledygook now, mate.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you don't know jiu-jitsu, you don't want to do jiu-jitsu with anybody. And I don't think he knew jiu-jitsu at the time. Hopefully he's trained, but I don't know. But like I said, I am fundraising. I decided, again, see, God damn it, I'm about to be humble again, Rumpus. My fucking bad. I know I've said I'd never do fundraisers, but I am going to do this fundraiser because it sounds so beautifully fun. A fundraiser to go to Texas to meet up with Chris Berry and Aaron. Fuck the earth to roll. And yes, I will live stream it. I would videotape it. Oh, it would be so fun.
You better videotape that shit so I have something to study for my match with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, again, Crash is subs to my channel. He's a friend, yet obviously never watches a damn thing about me because, hey, Crash, I probably have about 80 fucking matches on my YouTube channel of me rolling.
Well, yeah, but I figure if I see you roll Aaron, then I'll know how you'll attack me, maybe. I don't fucking know. It sounded good. Leave me alone.
I can tell you now, rolling with Aaron will not be fun for me. Only in the fact that he'll be flailing like a drunk little fish. Chris will be fun because he'll have an idea what he's talking about. But the beautiful part of it is they're both going to get choked multiple times. So that'd be the best part about it. And I won't go to jail for it too. So how beautiful is that?
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, when you have a skill, in a martial art, it does take you further. Now, if you were like Crash, if you're like, hey Chris, I'm gonna come to Texas and we're gonna roll, I'd be afraid. Like there are no knives, right, Crash?
Yes, I know it's not a street fight. And I can't. Yeah.
Damn it, Sean Smith. So Sean Smith has started it now. And I have to figure out a way to accumulate how much that will be because, again, YouTube. I think takes like 30 cents. Well, they'll take 60 cents of that. I gotta start writing shit down. I'm not kidding, people. If I get, and you know what the best part is right now, flights are as cheap as it fucking gets. I would be honored to go there and represent the globe and choke them out for everyone. Everyone.
Can we have a more redneck version of this? Can we do like a globe versus flat Earth demolition derby or something?
See, but you would have to set that up. I can't set that up. I'm sorry. I don't know people that like to crash their cars.
If I had the flat earthers and the funds, I would have the cars. Let's put it that way. Because, hitting them as hard as I can without going to jail would also be fun.
Aaron, for the record, I watch a lot of Steven Seagal movies, so I'm not worried about you and your toothpick.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, he said he's been known to accidentally stab people with toothpicks. And I think
it's blokes with pencils you need to be wary of.
Well, I watch a lot of Steven Seagal, so what's up, Blue?
If you don't choke Chris out and make him cry like a little bitch, you ain't got a hair on your ass.
Oh, Jesus. That's how it is, Blue? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and start walking. I'll let everyone know when I get there. Watch out, Chris. It's going to be fun.
We could use
the
you could use the demolition derby to prove that F equals MA to these guys. Because I can tell you what force I'm going to hit you with and know how much that car weighs, and we'll see how much you feel it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That seems so much more deadlier.
Yeah.
Like, at least they have a way out. Wow. Again, Crash, this is why the vegans don't want you.
All I did was post a picture of a doe in the front yard that said next month's dinner, and they got all butthurt.
My bad. Aaron wasn't saying he'll stab me with a toothpick. Aaron was saying he was talking about his arms.
Seems a bit odd to stab people with a toothpick.
That was weird.
Yeah, if you go stab somebody, you get something a bit bigger.
And then that's a whole nother conversation, Aaron. I was talking about rolling, jiu-jitsu, punching, kicking. That was for your guys' benefit. I did fight. So if you want to add punches and punches and kicks.
Hang on, what sort of fighting are we on?
That just fucking happened. Holy shit.
Well, we know why Sean rolls now.
Yeah.
You guys want to say that to my face?
Well, I may not like the results of saying it to your face, but I will.
Yes, I do appreciate that. But yeah, Aaron, if you're talking about actually sparring, that's a whole different story, dude. I don't think you. Put it this way, Chris will tell you to shut the F up. You don't want to spar with me. Sparring and rolling are two different things, dude. I would. And the worst, I haven't got hit in the face like months. I'm so irritated. Yeah. Fun. Are they still over?
Fun.
Blue, are they still over there talking to Recoil Life?
Oh, I don't know. That guy's an idiot. I got no more time for him.
Yeah, I've talked to him for a long time. Today was the first time. Pretty sure the first time he's been in a panel around anyone around here, at least. But what do you think of Good Servant?
He's also an idiot.
was he a little bit stoned, do you think?
Absolutely. That's, I think, why I like the guy so damn much.
I was thinking that you said there was no. I'm stuck on the digital sundial thing because there's no flat Earth argument for it. It only works on a fucking globe, and nobody wants to touch me on it or touch my math or anything else because they're all scared. And as far as Southeast Montreal is concerned, yesterday, I have the emails coming with all the original drawings for the modifications to the House of Black camera. I should have them Tuesday.
Ooh, sounds rather good.
The dude was really cool to email back and forth with. He bought them on a auction when they were going out in the 80s. I guess he found them at their sale. He bought all their drawings, and these were included in those drawings were the modifications they did to the camera.
No,
And he built a full-on replica of the camera, so he knows more about it than me. I just asked him for the drawings so I could prove a point.
Yeah.
He has no interest in this, by the way, because I emailed him a question asking that too. So,
What the hell are they already making excuses for it, Crash, you asshole?
for rolling with the chick when I first jumped on here. I was being a sarcastic asshole, but you know me too well. So yeah, there's those. So as soon as I get those, I'll make them readable files for lay people, and then we can go over those pictures of the actual modifications that were done by Sign Mechanics on the Hasselblad camera for the Apollo missions.
Yeah, I watched that. If you're out there in Montreal, I watched that. And I had one question probably the whole time, and that was, wouldn't NASA already have known that would have been an issue and had done something about it? You know, the film. And then I realized, don't they just have to make a container for the film?
I finally watched the video. That was my whole point I tried to make with him on Jose's before I watched the video, was you're only testing one part of an entire system. The test is irrelevant without the entire system or knowing the effects of the entire system.
You know, they'd been flying Hasselblad cameras in space for 10 years by the time Apollo came around.
Yep. People seem to forget about Mercury and Gemini.
It's not like it was the first time they had ever done it.
Is that the same maker of the cameras they use for nuclear tests, and that when they take photos and stuff? Is that the same type of camera?
I know those cameras were modified by the same people.
Okay, that's what I meant. Yeah, because they kind of figured out that there are problems with things, and like for instance, here, I'm sorry, Crash, but this is how obvious it is. Yes, film is destroyed when sunlight hits it. So they made a canister so that the sunlight didn't affect the film from box to camera.
Newsflash. Newsflash. Sunlight hitting it is how it makes a fucking picture. God damn it.
There you go.
If you leave a roll of it outside the case laying on the fucking surface, you're not going to have any pictures. Just going to have a roll of black film, Jesus God.
The film was in a sealed cassette or magazine, however you want to term it. And they even thickened the walls to try and cut down on the amount of sort of radiation and X-rays getting through. I mean, they, like Blue said, they'd been doing this for 10 years before they went to the bloody moon. You know, it wasn't just oh shit, what do we do? But what was the whole point of the Gemini missions? The Gemini missions was to test everything they needed for the Apollo missions.
Not only that, but it was modified by an aftermarket company that specialized in those type of things. That's what these guys did in the 60s and 70s. Was all military equipment type shit. They modified.
And what was his original? What was his original argument? Was it like that the radiation would destroy the film?
Well,
yeah, the radiation and sunlight and everything would destroy the film, but isolated it from the fact that the camera was not really a Hasselblad when this company got done with it. The only thing they saved was the lenses. Everything else.
So last night I heard that argument, and I was like, well, you know, what about Chernobyl? Because when Chernobyl happened, you know, there were guys in there with cameras, and actually, what is it? The elephant's foot. That thing is like so radioactive, but they're still able to get in there and take pictures of it. So wouldn't that destroy the film?
Sure, it didn't.
And that thing is like way more radioactive than it would be on the moon.
The big problem with Montreal's argument is, as most of his arguments tend to do, it got modified and transformed. He originally said that the cameras and the film weren't modified in any way at all. And then within 24 hours, he changed that completely. And he was asking us if we knew how they had modified the cameras, because he knew of 5 different things that had been changed on them. So the goalposts were the super duper 4-wheel drive off-road goalposts that he uses a lot. And his argument kept changing, and it was extremely difficult to keep up with it. But the video he presented was from Apollo Detectives, which tells you everything you need to know. And in there's a couple of seconds worth of somebody testing a strip of film. Not a film in a magazine on the back of a camera, just a strip of film. And lo and behold, it got exposed and it did all sorts of weird things. Well, that's not what they did on the moon. It's not like they had a roll of film and sort of unrolled it and said, yep, that looks good. It was all preloaded into magazines that were designed to try and keep the film as uncontaminated as possible. And there is still evidence on some of the photos of radiation damaging the images, but they were trying to keep the dust out. They're obviously trying to keep, lessen the effects of a vacuum and the temperature swings and everything else. But they had tested all this on Gemini. All they hadn't done was actually take the camera to the moon surface. Everything else they'd already done. They tried it. They've thought about it. They've tested it.
Yeah, there's lots of things that this gentleman I was talking to said they did just to the magazine. Screw the rest of the camera. Just to the film magazine to negate the effects. And to make it easy to change with gloves on and all kinds of shit.
Oh, they made sort of handles and the controls on the camera bigger because they knew they'd be operating with a guy with these big bulky gloves on, and they even paint them silver to try and sort of reflect light and heat off them. And I mean, they thought of just about everything that they could, as NASA will want to do. They planned everything to the nth degree.
Yes.
It's not like they just sort of said, "Oh fuck it, let's give it a go."
No, like the magazines were minimum double walled. The gentleman I've been talking to says there's an air gap built into them to help minimize temperature disturbances on the film. There's all kinds of shit going on that was modified specifically by these. But Montreal's claim was he couldn't find anything on Hasselblad's website about it. That's because Hasselblad didn't do the modifications to the cameras.
No. Well, it's because Montreal is doing his very limited research in the wrong place. Anyone who cites Apollo detectives as a credible source for anything wants their bumps felt. That's like citing QE.
Yeah, QE's got his good little hustle going, so.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take much to shield from the levels of X radiation that are present up there.
No.
Not real high intensity stuff.
No, in fact, I'm pretty sure once we get these papers, if they have numbers on them besides just the mechanical drawings, they should have the expected ratios of what they were designed to withhold on them. When did they blew?
I don't know. We'll see what they got. But.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's just the mechanical drawings I'm getting, which would still be wonderful and in our favor, or if they're the complete, testing procedures on how they built these things up, which would be freaking amazing information to have.
Yeah, what you want is their spec sheet, don't you? So you know what tolerances they were working to, what conditions it was expected to withstand, blah 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 blah. I mean the plans themselves would be fascinating, but if it's got any of the actual technical specs to go with it.
I'm curious to see, since they were hand built, what their tolerance spec was in the late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
It's aerospace stuff. The tolerance is they ain't got a tolerance. Dead nuts. There is no tolerance. There is no tolerance.
That'd be cool. So yeah. He said give him till Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. He'll be emailing me those files because we had to set up a Google account because they're large files. But then I got to figure out how I'm going to shrink them down enough to share them and still get the information out of them.
Yeah. Still be pretty cool to see, though. I mean, they actually get hold of drawings from that time.
Yeah, like I said, the guy was just a camera buff that happened to run into him and knew the company. He was really cool to talk to, but he won't come on any of our Flat Earth versus Globe Earth panels or anything.
I don't blame him.
Smarter than we are, isn't he?
Well,
yeah, you can't fault him for that.
I was very nice and sent him a message and say I was having an argument with a gentleman over what was done to the cameras. He's like, yeah, I can help you out. Then his next email was, what was the argument about? I said, oh, he was a flat earther. He's like, yeah, I'll get you the drawings, but I want no part of this. Okay.
Yeah, he's much, much wiser than us.
He's like, what? No.
Yeah, you're fine. Here are your drawings. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Well, face the facts, man. Doesn't matter which side of this argument you're on. You got to be a window licking idiot to be in here. It just happens. It just so happens that we're smarter window licking idiots than the other side is. That's all.
Hey, we still come in here and beat our heads against the wall over the same topics on a relatively regular basis.
Day after day, time and time again, same old shit.
I'll just say that I don't lick my windows, but my cats do it for me.
Okay.
No, you're too busy licking the back of your face mask when you're out paintballing.
Ew, no. Because that's just all sort of sweat and condensation building up. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
really,
I'm
it's turned
picking paint out.
really, it's turned into how you approach the argument at this point.
Exactly.
It's not about what the argument is. It's about how you approach it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys watch Nathan against that McGilla, whoever he was last night on Modern Day Debate?
I managed the first half hour and I just couldn't watch anymore.
I quit watching when I
Nathan's
heard
just...
that the reason helicopters fly is because of gyroscopic precession. And that was from the Globe.
I know.
And then his whole process down how gyroscopic precession worked and was the reason that aircrafts fly and all kinds of other shit. Yeah. That was the Globe side argument against Nathan Thompson last night.
That's probably good. Good job. I stopped watching it when I did then.
He completely confused gyroscopic force with gyroscopic precession, and then Nathan made an idiot out of him on it.
Oh dear. That's unfortunate.
When he tried to say, it started off, he said, I shoot long distance rifles and I need to know gyroscopic precession to shoot my rifle. Yeah. It was a bad argument.
Yeah, but I think in all fairness, I don't think that flat Earth is his thing, is it? From what I've understood, some people have said that.
No, he's had some really good morality debates on there with some of the theists and shit like that, but flat Earth is definitely not his thing.
No. Yeah, you need to stick to what you know, really, don't you?
You're talking about the debate from last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern day debate.
I noticed that. That was the whole reason I even wanted to debate Travis over there, because if you don't know this going on, the argument against it is so pointless. It's literally, you just make yourself look like a fool, because of course to you and of course to everyone, we know it's a globe, but the arguments and the in-betweens of what we understand aren't thought about over there. So when it comes across to these people, they don't know what's going on. And
that was shown last night.
And it makes flat earthers look smart somehow.
Yeah, well, I can almost promise you that Nathan Thompson's been begging for a debate on that channel since his last one, and he cherry-picked who he was going to debate. I promise you that, because he used it as his entire time to promote his largest group on Facebook, Flat Earth Cult Bullshit, all night long, and to buy his T-shirts and Flat Earth flyers from him.
Yeah. And what is it with that SpongeBob SquarePants, for fuck's sake?
He stole that from Kent Hovind.
Yeah, but I was going to say, doesn't he realise how stupid he looks? No, I just thought, no, hang on a minute. Stupid question.
We are talking about Nathan Thompson. I got drunk enough last night over there, and my only comment that got me timed out for 300 seconds was Chomo versus Idiot. What a great debate. That got me timed out.
Isn't it great that Crash figures out ways to get banned from places that no one gets banned? Like, for instance, Gym Pandas, you have to, here's the thing. Only time I've ever seen people get banned in Gym Panda's server is for being purposely racist. Purposely, you have to really, really push the envelope in gyms. Crash figured it out. And Crash did it the easiest way to get booted from a server. There's a rule number 8. The mod is always right in Jim's server. So that would kind of sound like, hey, the mod pushed his powers. But of all the mods in Jim's server, Crash decided to push the one person that don't get pushed. And he challenged him to boot him, and he did.
Yep. It was not my smartest drunken moment.
You asked Jem to boot you?
No, Captain Slick James and Chemo were in there over talking to everybody, and I told them to shut the fuck up. And then I got a message from Captain Bullshit telling me to quit over talking. I was drunk, and I said, "Who the fuck do you think you are? If you feel that way, go ahead and boot me." So,
oh yeah, Captain. Yeah. No, don't do that.
Yeah, and he did.
Oh yeah, it was not my brightest drunk moment.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, see the correlation in each of these situations.
Yes, I do.
Jem will let you back in.
Oh yeah, everyone's already told me he can go back in. It's literally just him going, I don't want to invite yet.
I told Davros to send me an invite, and all I got was a generic Discord invite.
A generic Discord, or to go to Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, well, why don't you... Again, this is how much I know Crash doesn't like me. Again, I am a moderator over there. I can get you an invitation anytime you need it. I can even take you off. No, you didn't. You did not message every fucking mod there.
No, I messaged everybody on my friends list because a lot of people I only knew from over there I don't have on my friends list on Discord.
See, this is the problem. Like, I mod over there, and he can't ask me. I debate vegans. He can't. He doesn't know it. I have jiu-jitsu matches all over my YouTube. He has no clue.
I do too know they're on there. I would just rather you watch you kick Aaron's ass and learn from that because odds are I'm probably going to be just as drunk as Aaron if we ever have a match in the ring.
I'm guessing that will be the case.
But yeah, no, the vegans, I probably deserve that one. They pissed me off, and I posted a picture of the deer.
Wait. I like that you said, well, in this situation, I deserved it. Every situation you brought to light, you deserved, Crash. You know this, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay, just check. I just wanted to check.
And come on, it's a vegan versus carnivore server. Who doesn't want to see a deer for dinner?
The vegans?
They can show their slaughterhouse photos.
Yeah, but that helps their point.
Well, this one was nice and drinking out of the creek. It was a beautiful picture.
Wait, how was it drinking out of the creek if it was dead?
No, it wasn't dead yet. I posted a picture of it walking through the backyard, and I said it's next month's dinner, and they got all pissed and blocked me.
You have deer that walk through you don't shoot enough deer in your yard.
I have plenty of deer, so I don't need to kill anymore.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, it doesn't sound like it. You sound like you would want to you, but that's here nor there.
So yeah, it was fun. It's just like when I fucked up their little NTT game by saying they automatically assumed I want to hurt another human being, and they're just like, "What?" Well, yeah, I tend to offend people, Sean.
I'm immune to it now. Now you try to offend me, and I'm like, "That's Crash." What?
It's like when they tried. It's the whole reason I sent Lemon Bird on their server was because they called me a pro-Holocaust baby eater.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what they changed my name to. So I gave Lemon Bird an invite link to over there. And he had a debate with him because he likes meat. So that was quite interesting to listen to. Think of all the tactics Lemon Bird uses on us against a bunch of vegans. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, okay.
All right, talk amongst yourself. I got to take a phone call.
Oh, shit. Quick, Sean's gone. Raise hell.
Stop that. I've got to go and get a drink.
All I can say is you must really hate people to say Lemon Bird on them.
They called me a pro-Holocaust baby eater.
Oh, wow.
I went over there for a morality debate, and they have this whole script that's based on the assumption that you won't harm another human being intentionally. And in the first 30 seconds, I told them they can throw that out the window because I'd have no problem punching you for no fucking reason. And then I had crickets for 2 minutes. So their whole argument fell apart from there.
Did I leave it in my pocket?
So yeah, how's everybody else been doing since I haven't been on gyms in a couple days?
Slick's been on there doing his thing.
Is Lemon's Bird still haunting Jim's server?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's still haunting gyms, but surprisingly, before I got booted from the vegans, he was spending a lot of time over there arguing with them. Fun part, Lemon Bird brought citations to that argument. Like quotes and pages from actual books.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. I think Bacon God got some of it. I know Larry David recorded all of it. It was weird shit because I had to agree with Lemon Bird. It was fucked up.
Yeah, Lemon Bird is very hard to take.
I said it was fun, but now somebody, let's see, is he still in here? Yeah, they and them conned me into going over there for a morality debate.
Yeah, I miss Jim's server, but I don't miss Lemon Bird.
Well, now it's all slick.
Oh yeah, it's all slick.
Oh, Slick is back on his pedestal over there.
Yep.
Oh God.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Huh. Somebody's just put up.
No beliefs, only experiences.
So somebody's just put up a list of his beliefs and mantras, and that's down near the bottom. I only have experience.
My bad. We were trying to find the old lady's wallet.
No worries.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey, y'all, Nicole.
Oh, just putting up with him.
Sorry.
She got mad at me today because I was all like, "Hey, baby, you want to do something?" She's like, "Why aren't you on Jim's server?" I'm like, "Because I got banned." Like, you need to find another server to do something on. Like, okay.
He won't leave me alone.
So, yeah, I'll be back in class.
I'm kind of curious. A while back on Jim's server, there was a lady, lawyer that came on from New Zealand, and I'm trying to remember.
Trish?
Trish, yeah. Has she shown up anymore?
She was, I think, in Jose's chat yesterday, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, she hasn't been around.
Be fun listening to her spin on Riley's suit on Ranty with Roxanne.
Oh, God, all that. What a clusterfuck that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell's that got to do with Riley in the first place, you know?
Nothing. He's just trying to white knight. I think Riley is trying to puff his chest out a little bit to demonstrate to everybody what a legal beagle he is, and all he's going to end up doing is show everybody how actually incompetent he is.
Again. Blimey. Yeah, that's not going to end well, is it?
All right, I'll be back. I got to go grab smokes.
Okie dokie.
Well, they're easing the lockdown requirements here, but we still can't travel across state lines yet. So there's that. But hey, Casey's is now open. Pizza and cigarettes.
Wait, can't travel across state lines. Where's that?
Missouri.
Really?
Yep. They're slowly opening everything, but they're not allowing anybody in or out of the state at the moment.
And then I go parking lot.
They're not supposed to. I mean, I know people who do.
But then we got to use the phone because they got to be able to have Wi-Fi. And not to mention, I don't like going without a phone anymore.
Huh. Because the upper Midwest, there isn't anything like that being imposed. Travel is quite free among the states.
Well, it's only got 2 gigs.
I think it has more to do with the fact that Illinois tried to slam shit back open, and then they had a huge spike in cases.
Yeah.
So
that's what happens when you let everybody out too soon.
Yep. So now we're dealing with those consequences because that's pretty much the biggest state we're by. So but I holler at y'all after a bit.
Okay.
Later.
Hmm.
Are you still in Colorado, George?
Yeah, I'm still here. Be here for a few more weeks. Actually, late tomorrow, I'll be leaving for southern Utah, and then maybe on the way back, I'll swing by Salt Lake and join Tim Osmond, do some observations over there on the Great Salt Lake.
I thought you guys already did all that.
Well, they did, but I'd like to see what it is that they did. He has kind of a unique laboratory there on the south end of the Great Salt Lake. It's very shallow. I'd kind of like to take a look at that. It's on my way, not very much out of my way on coming back from Hurricane Utah back to Colorado. So why not? I've never been to the Salt Lake, so it'd be kind of interesting to swing by and see what it's all about.
Cool.
What's up? There you are.
Yeah, I'm here. No, I was on the phone and kind of planning. I may end up cutting it short. I'm not sure yet, though. Do some observations.
Ooh.
Nice. I just wanted to join because they mentioned about going from state to state, if it's allowed or not. So my niece, my ex's niece, she came from Texas. She arrived today, so she was able to go across New Orleans. But when she was coming through Texas to the actual big sign, "Welcome to Texas," to Florida, she was sent to the truck when they wait the trucks area,
Oh, the
like a little
agricultural.
side thing. They had everything blocked to entrance to Florida unless you had the Florida tags in the car. So she had the Texas tags, and they move it over there, and they made all kinds of interrogation. A bunch of cops surrounding the car.
Oh, wow.
Where's she coming from? What's she doing? What's the business? She been in China. She been in New York. So they had to pass all these
Damn.
interrogation. And then like all the answers, nope, never, haven't been there, nope, haven't done that. They say, all right, then you're good to go. So they let her come into Florida. It was weird. She told me like it was really weird.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, and I'll know in like 3-4 minutes whether or not I'm heading out to the Salton Sea or not. Just putting that out there.
You gonna go meet the
Well,
water
film
boy?
your trip.
No. But what I wanted to do is because remember when he was talking about the Salton Sea observations they made, there was that mountain in the distance that everyone was like, "Why can't we see the base of it?" Well, I know that area very well, so what I want to do is go out there, take pictures from where they were making the observations from, and then actually go to where the road is that they keep talking about, and show that there is a shit ton of mountain missing. That and also I like taking road trips, so I just kind of want to get away from the city, and that's a good way of having a reason to.
Now, what part of California is Salton Sea in? Is that kind of like Southern Cal?
Yeah. It goes San Diego, LA, and then east of us is Palm Springs, Salton Sea, Blythe, which is Glamis, stuff like that. It's
How far is that from say Las Vegas?
Quite a
4
ways.
hours, 4 hours north.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to get there from that area,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's about a 4 hour drive.
Yeah. Well, that's a little out of the question. I'm going to be in southern Utah, about 90 miles north of Vegas. I thought it wouldn't be too much out of the way, I might swing
Yeah.
over there. But I
It's
don't
just
think.
you'd have about a 7-hour drive if you're in from Utah.
Yeah,
To drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. The furthest north into Utah I've been is Zion. Beautiful fucking camping area. Oh my God, Zion National Park is. No one's ever been there. Go there. It is so fucking beautiful. And then I went to St. George. St. George to me seemed gray. It was weird. It was odd.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going to go.
St. George?
Yeah, I have equipment to pick up there.
Okay, yeah. Like when I drove into there, it just seemed as if everything had a gray tint to it. It was weird. It was odd. Maybe that's because when you're driving up there, all the rocks are colorful, and then you get there, there's not much. But yeah, St. George is a special place. But the Zion National Park is actually really close to St. George. That's worth the drive to go check out, George.
Okay.
Yeah, Zion National Park. It's really nice out there.
Is that anywhere like along 15?
Yeah, just north of St. George. I would say less than an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of doing the trip from St. George up on 15 to get to Salt Lake.
Okay, yeah. You'll probably pass right through Zion then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. It's right along the way. It's right there. But really nice vistas and viewpoints and stuff like that, especially if you're just driving through. Really nice. Yeah, I did a 2-week backpacking trip up there. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Hey, Chonji. So I see the thumbnail that you use. I need more details. What's the observer height? What is the distance to that boat? Because I see the horizon past it. And what is the index of refraction looking through that bottle? I got you, man.
1.8. Fuck, George, you probably know what's the refraction of glass? What is the index? What is it, like 1.8 something?
1.3, somewhere in there.
Yeah. I heard the number. Actually, earlier today, listening to Feynman talk.
Oh, glass. Water is 1.3. Glass.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Don't remember offhand. Hang on.
Yeah, it's like 1.8, something around that. But,
yeah. Diamond has the highest, and Diamond is only, I think, about 1.5 or 1.6.
Okay. So my number's off, but I know it's higher than normal. It's a number. But I like that
because
thumbnail.
you can argue that boat, that pirate ship, is inside the bottle, but I say is behind it. And you just indirectly, like in a subliminally, you're telling us, look, it's a black swan. Look at the horizon behind that boat, and I see the whole thing. Boom.
The average index of refraction glass is 1.52. Flint glass is 1.63. Acrylic glass is 1.49.
But when you got when you're looking through a bottle, you're looking twice the index of refraction. Think about it, right?
But not for that boat.
You only looked through one thickness of glass, didn't you?
Yep. And would it work that way? Would it be double?
Only if the boat was on the other side of the bottle, then you're looking through 2 thicknesses of glass.
But would it be double though, or would it be slightly higher?
That's a very good question. Actually, I don't know.
Thickness of the medium does not change the index of refraction.
Oh, okay, so it would be.
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
You'd be looking through 3 mediums. You're looking through glass, and then you're looking through air, then you're looking through more glass.
Yeah. And then whatever's beyond that, air. then
more air.
Yeah. It's a lot that plays a factor to it. Okay, so this is what's going to happen, guys. I am going to end the stream, but at least it is for a good cause. What I'm going to do is you guys will most likely see a random Sean going live, probably in the next couple hours. I'm probably going to go live from out there, just to show I'm there, and then go from there. I did want to ask Jose this question about the camera. I noticed it has the Wi-Fi on it, right? So
yes.
So I can get the pictures to my phone instantly, and then that I should be able to share them through my phone, right?
You should. I never tried it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I've been reading.
I tried it with the P900, but on that camera, I haven't tried it. I think there's some small app you you download for your Canon something, and you should be able to like use like connect to the phone, like a little Wi-Fi connection directly to the phone to the camera, and then you can use the actual phone as a viewfinder. I
Okay.
think that's the way it works.
So I should maybe able to cast. I'd be able to stream with my phone with the camera.
Yes, you might. Yep, you might. Yep.
Okay, because I've read up on the Wi-Fi part, so I know how it works. I just gotta guess. I'll try it with my girl's phone because she has a hotspot.
Yeah,
Oh,
if not, either that or you can, it might be the Wi-Fi. You can just send the pictures like via Bluetooth or some, just using the Wi-Fi,
Well, I
or
know-
you can
yeah.
just put the mini SD card inside. I think the last option.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know I can do that. I know I can get the pictures instantly to my phone through the Wi-Fi. I just didn't know if I was able to connect to it. But I'm gonna try that. That's actually a good idea. So we.
Yeah, you
but
give it a try. I think there's some for that type of camera. There's some apps, some little apps that you can like screen mirror or whatever, screen share
Yeah, I
what
haven't
you
checked
see on
out-
your camera.
Yeah, I haven't checked out any of the apps yet for the phone part. But yeah, I believe it or not, people, there are people that get cameras and read the manual. I have read the shit out of that manual. And I think, who was it that said something in the chat? Someone in the chat. Oh, Sean Hawkins. He told me to stick to the auto feature. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I had to default the whole camera once already because I decided to go, let's see what I can make this happen, and everything turned out weird. So thank you for that heads up, Sean. And I'm slowly but surely trying to understand how the camera works so I can actually use it for its perfect features.
So, Sean G, Jose sent you a camera?
Yes, yeah, he sent me.
That's like Ranty's sending Arwen a camera. So you're the Globe Earth Arwen, are you?
I am, and I'm gonna do something with it. I'm not gonna just put it in the closet and let it sit. Like I've probably taken about 500 pictures, but to be honest, I have probably like 5 pictures that are worth looking at. But again, was me fucking with everything to try to see what happens, and I got to the part in the manual where it was like, start here and only adjust these things. So now I'm at the point where I think I got a good default for the camera, and I'm gonna go from there now. So now I can actually have good pictures, and now I know what settings to like actually go to without having to fuck with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you charge the shit out of the battery just to have it charged. It lasts like an hour and a half maybe, so it's decent.
Yeah. I've taken only a few videos, but they've only been like 3-minute videos at best, and then I move everything to my external drive, whether it's good or bad. So.
No, that's a good way to get to know a new piece of equipment is just play with it, bugger it up, that sort of thing, because these things are pretty much foolproof. You can just hit the default factory settings and it's back to normal.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I'm at now. But now I know if I mess with this will happen. So yeah, I'm learning, and I'm learning slow. And like Jose was saying before, it's not a P900, but for one, not having one, for two, for what I want to do and take pictures, it's perfect. Because again, if anything all else fails, like I don't really. It's like not my goal to go out and only take observations for these arguments. Like I like taking pictures. My dad used to do it, and it kind of got into me where it's fun to do. And because I like doing hiking and stuff, I like taking pictures of stuff. So all in all, it's perfect for me, and nothing but appreciation for it, Jose.
Yeah. One of the last times that Tim Osman showed some of the observations he did, I think was after he did the collaboration with Jessica Slosky and stuff. He went to like some kind of hiking or whatever, and he took a bunch of beautiful, like just landscape pictures of the mountains and stuff. Beautiful stuff. That's it. If you see something cool, take pictures of it. That's it. Just document your journey with it.
Yeah, I think one day, I don't know when it maybe like a day like it was today where it kind of just was slow. We're just BSing. I'll go through all my pictures because I have thousands of wildlife pictures from backpacking trips, hiking trips. Just that's what I like doing. So I'll go through them and show them. I got a lot of good stuff that has nothing to do with the horizon and and the refraction levels, and it's just good observations of the world.
It's addictive, Sean. It's addictive, bro.
It is.
I was out today. I finally got out a couple of days now. I took out the P900 and I took a picture of some ducks, with little baby ducks. I'm gonna post it. It's truly addictive, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm happy you said something, Marcia, because I was thinking about something earlier I want to do with you, since I know that we get along and we can probably collaborate on an idea. I'm trying to think of an observation we can both make with our cameras that we can be doing, at certain times, so we can get a better idea of what we're looking at from different perspectives. But
Yeah.
I'll talk about that
I'm
later
game,
on.
bro.
And it's one of those things I think if we all could do it, like if for instance we all were like, hey, that's our solar noons, take a picture. We could triangulate where the sun is to all of our positions, and it would just it would really just take away a lot of the I thinks or I believes. It would
I
show
was
clear
thinking the
cut.
same thing, bro. With the
Yeah.
moon, also.
Yeah,
Like the
absolutely.
angles and shit.
I'm
Yeah,
up
yeah,
for
yeah.
it too. I'm up for it too.
All right.
Yeah, but I gotta take off, guys, because I gotta get my day started. Like I said, I'm gonna go out to Salt and Sea right now.
Cool.
Sean, one question.
Yes.
Are you going live later?
I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try to go live from out there. Sometimes the signal could be bad. I will try. If it's a situation where I don't go live at all while I'm out there, I'll go live the second I get home, and just to show pictures. It won't be like this. It'll be a panel.
You're getting the bug, bro. Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going out there. And then live streaming wise, I'm trying to do as much as I can. People, I realize that if I don't go live, there's something else I can do and can start uploading things. Like yesterday, again, I have so many Feynman lectures that I've been watching lately that I'm gonna start uploading. So if I don't go live like I normally would during the day, like during the week, guys, it's gonna be late streams because I'm working. And this contract is probably going to last me another month. But on weekends when I couldn't yesterday, I'll be live earlier. So just know that.
That's cool.
And it's just the way it is. Again, I wanted to make it. That's the main reason I haven't started the membership up, because there may be a point in time in this contract that I'm working under that I may end up working until like 8 at night. And at that point, I won't be live, and you guys may not hear from me for a week. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want to promise anything, membership. It's just one of those things. I just really don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to disappoint and not be able to perform like I want. But yeah, I'm going to try to go live there. If it doesn't work out, I'll go live when I get home, just to show the images I got and stuff like that. And I won't be like Travis. I'll show you them all. But yeah, that's
just
the plan.
the really out of focus ones.
Yeah. I'll make sure we spend a lot of time on those. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. If anybody wants to join the hangout after I go off the stream, I'll be able to do that for the next 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll be poking my head in and out of the panel as I'm driving out there. If it's still going on. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm sorry I'm cutting it short, but like I said, I just found out a few minutes ago that it's possible for me to go out there, so I'm going to take the advantage of it and get the hell off and shoot out to the Salton Sea.
Go for it, mate.
Something real quick, Sean. You just mentioned has Caltech put most of Feynman's lectures up then?
So they're putting, so a lot of people don't know. They're putting a lot of them up. They're trying to do it as fast as they can. For the most part, what I'm finding is these random people that upload a lot of his lectures in parts, and then I'm just taking chunks of them and, and cutting out the fat of them. Yeah, but it's right now, there's about 3 or 4 channels right now that I solely go to for the Feynman stuff. And then what I'll do is in Discord, I'll send you the links to those channels, because they have a lot of stuff.
But there's nothing official then as far as like a whole lecture series coming out of Caltech then?
No, not yet. No, I know what you're talking about. No, not yet.
Yeah, kind of like Lewin's lectures on the MIT.
Yeah, but I have been looking into it, and they actually do have a lot they're getting ready to upload, and it's going to be in the series fashion. It's going to be badass. Yeah.
Is that Dutch guy you mentioned, George? Lewin?
Yeah, Lewin. Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. I'm starting to watch his lectures. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah. Lewin's Love of Physics for the Love of Physics series.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, guys. Again, anybody wants to join, I'll be around for a minute to get you in here. Everyone on the panel, thank you for hanging out. It was a fun, chillax hangout, and I enjoy those. So thank you. Trying to think of anything else to say. I don't think so. I think I'm kind of just scatterbrained trying to rush myself out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take off. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, I'm interested, Montreal, Lewin.
All right, guys. I apologize for the hasty out of here, but like I said, an opportunity arise, so I'm gonna go do that. Look for a live stream from me in the next few hours. That will be me from out there. Otherwise, if you don't, I'll be back. When I get back, I'll live stream the pictures I take and everything. Again, I appreciate everyone hanging out and just BSing. It's fun to me, and I appreciate everyone that's here doing it, staying respectful and keeping conversations moving. There'll be more information on other stuff I have planned and stuff like the membership. I'll be able to give you more details than that. Like I said, I'm kind of in a rush now, so I got to apologize for everything's kind of scattered. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Got to go make some observations, and I'll be showing those later. Peace.
Is the Earth flat? No, it's not flat. Okay, it's not flat.